Hey everyone, Canadian Trucker here. Today is August the 6th, 2019. We are in a town called Big River, Saskatchewan. Gonna pick up a load of lumber in the morning. So for supper tonight, we are gonna have pizza pasta. Pizza pasta, you guys! That's a 2019 production date of July the 5th. Very, very fresh. Pretty excited for this one. It wasn't in the 2018 lineup, but they brought it back for 2019. So let's take a look, see what we got. So first thing's jumping out at us. Kit Kat Chunky. Got our hamburger bun. Fruit cocktail. You guys want to make bets on how many cherries are in there? And there it is, pizza pasta. This one comes with our teriyaki beef jerky. A lot of people don't like it. I do. Just don't try and eat it too fast. Yes. Orange. ×2. We also got our 3-in-1. The espresso roast is pretty hard to find this year. Peanut butter. And raspberry jam in the new pack. I've only had one 2019 so far, and that was a smoked meat, so I didn't have either of those. And then we just have our beverage bag, our napkin, Tic Tacs, wet nap, and this year we have Tabasco sauce instead of Frank's, which means nothing to me because I don't use either of them. Got our napkins and our spork. Today we're going to use a Canadian heater bag to heat up our meal. It's quite a bit bigger than the American FRHs, which we have one right here. Just that little bit is the difference of the meal fitting or not. This one is too wide. So Canadians thought of that. Get a big one. Same exact instructions. Rip off the top. Grab your meal and your heating pad. Forget what that thing's called. Slide her into the bag. Element. Is it a heating element maybe? Always make sure you put it center. Because if it's too far to the top, too far to the bottom, it's not going to heat evenly. Tip for everybody, never ever try jamming another main in the same sleeve, because what happens is this needs air to activate. So when you jam it full of water and then press something against it, no oxygen is getting there. And that's why they almost never work that way. But, well, here's the fill line here. Fill to that line only. So always pull it up a little bit. Grab your, whoop, throw that in the floor. Takes quite a bit more water than the American FRH. Yeah, we put too much in. But jam it down, fold it over, and this son of a gun is going to take right off. So what I like to do is cram it back into the box that it came in before it burns your hand. Oh, can you hear it? As you're listening, you can check out those nutrition facts. It is bubbling. These heater bags are bubbling right out of the corner here. So we're going to get this up onto a rock or something, which happens to be a roll of paper towel sitting on my laptop. And the water's pouring right out. Shoot. Continues to smoke away, steam away. Now we're going to let that sit for probably 10 minutes or till the fire goes out. Alright. Let's get this peanut butter and jam sandwich together. Oh, this one's a little darker than most. Will not be cut all the way through. That's why we use the knife that we should have cleaned at some point. Anyway, all good. Oh, this one was really not cut well. I always use 2 peanut butters. A lot of people like to save one and throw it in that extras bin that you end up throwing in the garbage later on anyway. If you only use the one, I mean, peanut butter is dry, but it's not as dry as the bread. So I find by using both peanut butters, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable. There it is. Forget which is the top, which is the bottom. Mash them together. Give them a little twist. Boom. Now we'll mix up our drinks. Take a little bit out of a regular water bottle of water, whichever you call it. Throw them both in. These meals are very salty typically. You're going to need all the beverage you can get, so. And we'll give her a shake.
We're mixing up our orange drink.
Yeah, we'll get our beef jerky out onto the plate here. Usually need a little bit of assistance with a semi-dull knife, or semi-sharp, depending how you look at it. Now this is real beef jerky. This isn't that knockoff Jack Link sort of stuff where they use all sorts of processed meat, form it into strips, and then call it beef jerky. This here is actual strips of meat. There's nothing processed about that. And we'll get our Kit Kat Chunky. Not sure which I like better. Oh, a little bit melted. It's not too hot up here today, actually. It's and for all the stuff that we are not going to use, we put them in the beverage bag, as you've probably seen on an earlier video. Throw it all in there. Seal it up and throw it in the pile. We got our fruit cocktail. So how many cherries you think are in there? My guess will be between 1/2 of a cherry and 0 cherries. That seems to be the going rate for it. It's not looking too good. Oh, I see a little floater. Pour it into our fruit bowl here. Oh. Smitty complained. And look what we got. We got more cherries. Well, I didn't win that bet. Alright, pizza pasta's been sitting for probably 10 minutes. Pretty hot. The heater's still damned hot. Now I was told by a buddy of mine today I should be microwaving this to get that nice consistent burnt outer sides, outer edges with a lukewarm interior. Appreciate the thought, Reese, but we're going to do it old school here today. hang on to it. Hear that? It's still smoking and cooking away. Well, I forgot to hit the record button while I was getting this out onto the plate. Crazy hot. We got big chunks of sausages. Then just whatever this spiral sort of pasta is. Little chunks of some crap that I'm probably gonna just kick to the side, because why eat it if you don't like it? Kind of drives me nuts about some people. They think you have to eat it. Nope. Trucker does what trucker wants. And those old bad boys, I'm not sure if they're peppers or olives. I guess I should show you just in case you guys are curious. Pepper there. Oh, a big red pepper hanging on for dear life. Maybe it's tomato, I don't know. But there it is. Just sausage and noodles and a little bit of jazz that I don't want. Get a little bit of everything in there. We'll go in for a bite. It's actually not too bad. The sausage does have some kick to it. I'm sure some of you will laugh at me that have ever had this, but for me, that's a spicy sausage. The heater bag worked really well. Like, those heater bags are probably the best FRHs, if you want to call them, in the business. Is it pizza though? No, there's no cheese in it. It's noodles, sauce, and sausage. To me, for it to be pizza, it would have to have cheese, pepperoni. But it's a start, right? So, for that, I don't know. It's up there. It'd be, that'd probably be top 10 for IMP so far. I'm really liking that one. Can't wait to finish it. And next we'll get into our PB&J. That's good. I could eat this every single day. Raspberry jam. It's a nice change from the strawberry. I typically get strawberry everything when it comes to fruit flavored stuff, but the raspberry kind of brings me back to my childhood. My mom used to make jars and jars and jars of raspberry jam because we had a, I don't know, little raspberry orchard or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, as an adult I always tend to get strawberry, but I do like the raspberry. You'll also find the bread isn't near as dry when these IMPs are fresh. After about 3 years, they're still very edible. They still taste great, but they do get a little bit drier, and when they're fresh, it's just like getting a hamburger bun off the store shelf. Oh, try our orange drink. It wouldn't bother me if I got orange every single time. I really like this stuff. It's kind of a cross between orange Gatorade, a little bit of hint of tang in it. It's kind of a unique beverage. It's pretty good. And I love that you get a full 500 milliliters worth of drink rather than just, you know, was it back in 2017 they only had one drink pack. That wouldn't have worked for me. Then we got our beef jerky. Very red compared to some of the black tarish looking stuff you get. It's packed pretty tight. There's a great big chunk of it there. The thing with this stuff, you cannot eat it fast. If you're in a hurry, then don't ever eat beef jerky, because it's a slow thing. You kind of got to put in your mouth, chew it a little bit, let it almost rehydrate or whatever in your mouth. But it's yeah, lots of flavor. I think that one is teriyaki, maybe. I don't know, but it's a great flavor. Not real strong. It's not that bold, smoky flavor that you get from some beef jerky. It's just very mild, very chewy, but not hard on the teeth if you take your time. Just don't get in a hurry to eat this stuff. Now for our fruit cocktail with 3 cherries. Count them. 1, 2, 3. I opened it all on video, so don't be thinking that I cheated here. There we go. We're getting a bite of everything. Try it out. So these are great. This is a very light syrup. Or not even syrup. It's probably just water. It's not overly sweet. It's pretty good. I'd love to see wet pack fruits in every single military ration. It just helps, you know, feels like it's fresh. Whether it's apples or peaches or pears or the mixed fruit. The one I didn't like, I tried from Chile. It was plums on syrup. Plums. I guess technically they were plums, but when a plum's all dried up, they call it a prune, and it's the difference between grapes and raisins. And I didn't like the prunes. And they're apricots too, the Chilean, whatever. I had their apricots on syrup as well, and they were good, but like, wow, hit you in the face sweet. But lastly, we got our Kit Kat Chunky Bar. No bloom. I should have seen when this was packed. Be within the last year anyway. Let's get a bite of that. Delicious. Got the evidence all over my fingers. Nothing ever wrong with a Kit Kat. And to my sister Shirley Ann, if you're watching, this bite's for you. Pretty sure Kit Kat's still her favorite. So there's a look at a 2019 pizza pasta. Very good. Would I get it again? I got a few of them at home already, but I'll eat it again. It's a very nice dish. A little bit spicy. Anybody that's had this and knows it's not spicy, I'm sorry, but for me it's pretty hot. But I will finish that. Everything else fantastic. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.